Welcome to the admins, partners, and OneDrive users joining us from around the world today. I'm Jeff Teper, President of Collaborative Apps and Platforms here at Microsoft, and I'd like to thank you for helping influence and shape OneDrive over the years, from its origins as a simple cloud storage solution to the file-sharing hub it is today. The first iteration of OneDrive provided a simple way for you to store your files in the cloud and then access them on any device. And as online versions of Office apps and Microsoft 365 were developed, your needs around file storage began to grow beyond simply storing and accessing content. In response, we built this second generation of OneDrive, which added sync, sharing, collaboration, and security, all to help you work seamlessly in client apps and online. And today, OneDrive hosts trillions of files with nearly 2 billion more added every single day. And the time I just said that, about 200,000 more files were added to OneDrive. That is a lot of files. And of course, underpinning OneDrive's tremendous growth and performance is SharePoint, the platform that powers not only OneDrive, but all the content experiences in the Microsoft 365 ecosystem, including Teams and Stream, Loop, Whiteboard, and more. And with SharePoint as our foundation, we can bring the best security, compliance, governance, performance, and collaboration to all files in Microsoft 365, whether they live on a SharePoint team site, a Teams channel, or in a personal OneDrive folder. And as we look to the future, we see the world of files changing yet again, and we need tools that can help us adapt to this new reality. Gone are the days when our files reside solely on local PCs or within a single file share. Today, what truly matters to us extends beyond individual OneDrives and personal computers. It now spans our colleagues' OneDrives, takes access to SharePoint document libraries, travels attachments and email invites, gets exchanged through Teams chats. And so to address these modern challenges, we're now introducing today the third generation of OneDrive. And with it, OneDrive becomes your solution for all your files and all your content you work with, no matter where it lives. It's adaptable and personalizable to how you choose to find and organize what's important to you. Another reality of how we work today is that collaboration has taken center stage, becoming the standard rather than the exception. So sharing documents and remotely accessing your files and apps needs to be as natural as sending emails. And so to that end, we're going to show you how easy it is to use the new OneDrive to share your files and collaborate with your partners inside and outside your organization. We'll also show you how you can stay productive within the apps you rely on, especially while you're on the go. For admins, we understand how this dynamic era of distributed work has only increased the challenges of security and manageability for your organization's files, particularly in the realm of cloud storage. You need tools purpose-built for this evolving landscape. And so here we'll be taking a look at new enhancements to OneDrive that better help you with the security and governance of your organization's cloud data. Finally, leveraging the latest strides in generative AI, we can unlock perhaps the biggest leap in productivity yet. It should be effortless to locate, organize, and synthesize the most crucial pieces of information, regardless of where it lives. And so today, we're very excited to show you what we think is the biggest change in content collaboration yet, Microsoft 365 Copilot in OneDrive. So are you ready? Let's dive into the next evolution of OneDrive.
Hi, everyone. My name is Arwa, and today I'm excited to introduce the new and refreshed OneDrive Experience. With this experience, OneDrive is now your one-stop shop to find, access, and work with all your files, no matter where they live. It's faster than ever, it's personalized to you, and it's here today. Let's start by seeing how the OneDrive you know and love is being visually updated. It's built on Microsoft's new Fluent 2 design language, which has a consistent and approachable look and feel. One of the goals with these updates was for your files and folders to take center stage. To that end, we reduced the number of containers and overall geometry on the screen. We revamped the typography to improve overall legibility. And we simplified our commanding and navigation surfaces, making OneDrive easier to use. I'd like to welcome you to your new OneDrive home, where we make it easy for you to get started with your day. This experience is designed to help you easily find and access your files across the ecosystem. With AI-powered file recommendations in the For You section, our goal is to surface the right file at the right time, right at your fingertips. And we're making a snap to quickly get back to a file you used recently, right from your recent list and home. Whether that file lives in your OneDrive, has been shared by a colleague, or lives in a team or document library, it's all here. You can quickly filter this list using the filter pills, or by entering a name or owner for the file you're looking for. Now we know that the types of content that you work with has evolved over time, and we're here to cater to all your content needs. OneDrive is growing to support modern content types like loops, lists, videos, and more, in addition to all those classic files we often use, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or PDF documents. You'll notice how Home guides you to find the files that are likely important or relevant to you in the moment. In the For You section, files are shown with clear actions, and clicking on them can open the file and take you directly to where your attention is needed. We know you often create files and folders directly from OneDrive. A new feature we are pumped to share will help make these experiences even better. This is our powerful Create tool with beautifully designed templates. This Create experience helps you get started creating high-quality, professional-looking documents directly from OneDrive. When you want to start a new file, you can choose between creating a blank document just as before, or you can select from a set of templates to jumpstart your work. Hover over these templates to see a quick preview and confirm that the template is right for you. We're also bringing in personalization, enabling you to express yourself. Now you can choose the color of your folders, which will help you stay organized and personalize those important projects. And when you share a folder with others, your color choice will be reflected with those that you shared it with. After all, who doesn't need a little more color in their life? We know that file collaboration happens in many ways across different apps and with files stored across different locations. We also understand that this flexibility comes with complexity. Here's how OneDrive adapts to your collaboration needs and helps you get back to your shared content. First, we've updated the shared view. Here you'll find all the files that have been shared with you, regardless of whether someone sent the file over email, shared a link with you in Teams, or sent it directly through the share dialog. As you saw in Home, you can filter this list by folder or file type to find the content you're looking for. This view includes files across both internal and external tenants. And of course, it is critical that your content remains safe and secure at all times. And towards that, only files that you have access and permission to will ever be presented in this view. There may be times when you're looking for a file, but you can't quite remember the exact name or specific details about it, but you can remember exactly who sent it to you. For those of us who recall files in a people-centric way, OneDrive is introducing a new people view. This view focuses on the people you work with and helps you quickly find files you're working on together. Rich thumbnails and activity previews help keep you up to speed on collaboration activity, removing the guesswork in finding the right file. Of course, you'll be able to filter and find the right person. And if you want to quickly get back to them again, you can also pin those people to the top of the view. Our new Meetings view is all about your collaboration content across your meetings, from the one-off syncs to those that are regularly scheduled. For instance, you might have a recurring weekly meeting. This view shows all the files that were shared in that meeting over time and all past recordings. This view can also help you get ready for your upcoming meetings by making it easy to find pre-reading materials that were sent with the original invite. It's a super handy view for those of us who spend a lot of our time collaborating with others in real time. I have a final view that I am excited to share today, and it's one that we've heard so many of you ask for across industries and organizations. We're soon bringing a media view to OneDrive, where you can access all your photo and video assets in one place. And with these new views in OneDrive across Home, Shared, People, Meetings, and Media, we hope that you find that navigating, finding, and accessing the right file is faster and easier than ever. Let's talk about how you can better keep those important files so you can easily get back to them later. Over the last few years, we've introduced the idea of favoriting files in Office to make it easier to get back to them. Now with OneDrive, we're bringing this capability to every file across all content types and everywhere you go. When you see a file or folder that you want to get back to, you can mark it as a favorite right there and get back to it from the favorites list at any time. And your favorites files will show consistently across the M365 ecosystem, including in Teams, File Explorer, Office apps, and more. That's not all. While Favorites makes it easy to get back to files from your Favorites view, we know how many of you have a need to organize content within your existing OneDrive folders. With the new OneDrive, we're making it easy to create a shortcut to a file. This means when you see a file that was shared with you, you can add it as a link within any folder in your OneDrive, making it easy to collect files for your projects regardless of where they live. Thanks for joining me on this tour of the new OneDrive experiences designed to help you find and organize your content with ease. Next, Gaia will walk through how OneDrive simplifies your sharing workflow and enables you to be more productive with your files, no matter which apps you prefer to work with in the Microsoft 365 ecosystem.
Thanks, Arwa. I'm thrilled to share the latest innovation to make it easier than ever to work with your files in OneDrive, with a familiar and coherent experience across all the apps you use. Let's start with sharing files. We want to make sharing and collaboration with OneDrive as simple as possible, which is why we've completely revamped the share dialog across all of Microsoft 365. This new, simplified sharing experience is more secure, faster, and easier to use than ever before. We've streamlined the sharing UI to allow you to focus on the people that you want to share with, and made it faster to copy links to your clipboard. You can then paste the link into a Teams chat or a channel, where you will see a beautiful preview of the file. We also know that being able to manage permissions on shared content is critical. Our new Manage Access experience makes it easy to see the people or groups who have access to your files and manage their permissions with more granular control. We've also streamlined how you can share files with external coworkers while still respecting your organization's sharing policies. If the default link type doesn't work for external people, don't worry. All you need to do is quickly confirm, and we'll take care of the rest for you. Next up, for users who work with files in the OneDrive and SharePoint web apps or in Teams, we've heard the need to be able to open and edit non-Office files in desktop applications. With Open an App, users can easily open a PDF, a CAD file, an Illustrator file, or any other file type, and it will immediately launch into the desktop application ready to edit. After making a change, the file syncs up to the cloud, leveraging the OneDrive Sync app. And when you open it on the web, the latest version is already there. When working with OneDrive, fast experiences make you more productive. We are bringing you the best-in-class performance and speeding up your everyday interactions. This includes loading OneDrive, navigating around the app, sorting content, and scrolling through files, no matter your connection speed. With these changes, you'll get consistently fast experiences, even on slower connections, allowing you to accomplish your tasks more efficiently than before. What's more, the new web experiences Arwa showed earlier will continue to work even when you're offline, thanks to the power of sync. You'll be able to launch OneDrive in the browser, see all your files, and even open local files, all without any internet connection. With these transformative changes, we're also bringing you Files on Demand to the browser. You can mark a file as available offline so you can access it right from the browser, even when you're working without any internet. Any changes you make while you're offline will be later synced up to the cloud when you're connected again. Of course, we're bringing all the innovation we've shown you today across the Microsoft 365 ecosystem so that you can access your files in a coherent and familiar way no matter where you are, whether that's in Teams, in Outlook, in Office, or Windows. Today, we're excited to announce that the Files app experience access from the left navigation in Teams is being upgraded to leverage the OneDrive app. This will ensure Teams users benefit from all the performance improvements, new views, and feature enhancements that we've shared today. In Outlook, we're soon adding the OneDrive app to the left navigation as well. This will create a simple and convenient bridge from your mail and calendar to your files so that you can save attachments, open and share files, all without having to switch apps. Finally, in File Explorer on Windows 11, we've brought you the latest share dialog improvements to make collaboration easier, the home view with AI-powered file recommendations, favorite and recent files, surfacing the most relevant content at your fingertips, and the new details pane with the file activity, related files, and conversations to help you find what you're looking for. And this is just the beginning of bringing all of the power of OneDrive to Windows users. I hope you're as excited as I am about all the innovation to make OneDrive simpler than ever to use across Microsoft 365. Next, Seisha will walk through the latest features to ensure security and governance for all your content in OneDrive and SharePoint.
Thank you, Gaya. All the awesome features outlined earlier are going to help you create, store, and collaborate with content seamlessly in your OneDrive. But we are not stopping there. We also empower admins with tools to secure and govern all this content in OneDrive accounts so that they are protected from intentional or unintentional overexposure. With our new set of admin capabilities, spanning across actionable insights to advanced access policies, you can now secure and manage specific OneDrive accounts at a whole new level. Let's start with collaboration insights. As the name implies, these insights can help you identify user-centric patterns of collaboration and sharing across your organization. For example, quickly glancing over the top OneDrive collaborators report, you identify that Megan Bound collaborates frequently. If you want to get into the details, you can download the detailed report to dive into what sites and users each top collaborators are working with. Now, some of these top collaborators may work with confidential documents. You may want to fine-tune the access requirement for them so that they don't accidentally leak sensitive information. With the simple one-step configuration of granular conditional access policy, you can now achieve that. Let me show you how. Here is Megan's OneDrive. You can see that she can sign in with a single-factor authentication, but given that she often works with confidential files, you may want to ensure she goes through multi-factor authentication, like one-time passcode or Microsoft Authenticator application. To achieve that, all you have to execute is one easy PowerShell command, setting the authentication context with multi-factor authentication as required for her OneDrive. And voila, now when she tries to access OneDrive again, she gets prompted for a one-time passcode, which is sent to her phone. Note that she's prompted only when she accesses her content in her OneDrive. And this applies not only to Megan, but also to all her collaborators who access shared files from Megan's OneDrive. Now that is granular access control, and it protects content without disrupting productivity. Now, as an admin, you may wonder who has access to Megan's shared files in OneDrive? And is there a way to control who, both internal and external, can access her shared OneDrive files? Well, now there is. We are excited to introduce restricted access control policy for individual OneDrive accounts. And let me show you how it plays out. Take the scenario where Megan accidentally overshared her files with Danielle, who is an external user. You as the admin notice this overshare via collaboration insights and want to fine-tune access to Megan's shared files such that only internal users have access. You can now do this instantly through SharePoint PowerShell by simply enabling restricted access control policy for a specific OneDrive account and indicating the security group that you want to allow access to. Anyone that is not part of the specified security group will lose access immediately. And here we go. Daniel, the external user, can no longer access the shared files from Megan's OneDrive. Now, if your organization has recently gone through a merger or acquisition or divestiture, you may have a need to move OneDrive accounts from one tenant to another. We have an answer for you. Yes, you heard it right. You can now move OneDrive accounts across tenants. Today, we are thrilled to announce cross-tenant OneDrive migration. Let's see how it works. The fictional scenario is PharmaTech acquires part of Contoso Health Tech, and Shobha is one of the users in Contoso Health Tech that gets moved to PharmaTech. You create Shobha as a user in PharmaTech, and then with one simple commandlet, start SPO cross-tenant user content move, you can instantly move or schedule the move of Shobha's OneDrive. Now sit back and watch the magic happen. As the move gets scheduled, it completes, and her OneDrive is moved across the tenants. Looking at the URL, notice that Shobha's OneDrive has been migrated to PharmaTech. One additional gem here, which is what happens to sharing links? All the existing sharing links will continue to work with the new redirect site feature. What a seamless experience for the collaborators. So, that was a whirlwind tour of new capabilities in security and governance for OneDrive. And now, Jason will show you how OneDrive is set for another transformational change when it comes to finding, organizing, and experiencing what's important to you. Jason, over to you.
Thanks, Sesha. From what we've shown today, OneDrive has come a long way since its humble days as the simple cloud storage solution Jeff spoke about earlier. It's evolved over the years to meet your needs in this ever-changing technology landscape. Fast forward to today, with the latest AI innovations, we have another exciting opportunity to transform the way you interact with OneDrive. So let's spend a few moments to see how AI in OneDrive will make it intuitive, insightful, and maybe even a little magical for you at work and in life. Your photos are your memories, and finding photos should be as easy as remembering the joyful moments they capture. The people we care about are some of the most important photos we have, which is why we're enabling you to search by people in OneDrive. With your permission, OneDrive will group your photos by your friends and family. You can easily put a name to a face. OneDrive makes it easy to see all of the photos of the people you care about right in one place. Next, we want to show off our new photo search experience powered by OneDrive's semantic understanding of your media. This allows you to search and find photos using natural language. And that's just a fancy way of saying you can type what you're looking for and OneDrive's going to find it. And guess what? It works with people too. So you can quickly find any moment with the people you care about. With OneDrive, your memories are just a query away. We're starting to roll out these photo AI features to consumers in limited preview today. We're looking forward to all of your feedback and bringing you new ways to make the most of your memories. As you just saw, the upcoming changes in OneDrive make it easier than ever to find, organize, and collaborate on the files you care about most. When Microsoft introduced Copilot earlier this year, you saw how it gives you superpowers when it comes to creating documents, presentations, and working with spreadsheets in Microsoft 365. Today, we want to show you how Copilot in OneDrive can give you new superpowers when it comes to finding the right content, staying organized, or even getting caught up on useful information. Let's start with a search. Since Copilot understands intent and context, you can use natural language to get exactly what you're looking for. What's even better is that Copilot can help you answer questions on this set of documents to help you stay in the flow. For example, instead of opening a document to confirm whether it relates to your search, you can simply ask Copilot to summarize the key takeaways. And Copilot can answer questions not just on a single file, but multiple files, even an entire folder or document library. But searching for files is often only the start. Copilot understands intent, so it can even recommend next steps. Since Copilot understands you may benefit from finding these files easily in the future, it suggests adding these files to a new folder. And this is the fun part. Because you're in a folder with files related to a project, Copilot can recommend other files and content related to this project that you can then choose to add to this folder. In just a matter of minutes, what started as a simple search has resulted in your very own knowledge library on this project. And whenever you're ready to collaborate, Copilot has awareness of other people in your team that's working with you, making sharing a truly magical experience. Let's pause here and switch our point of view for a minute. Now imagine this folder was shared with you. But not just this folder. Since your last login to OneDrive, there have been multiple files that have been shared with you, along with new revisions made by others to your documents, new comments that need your attention, and a lot more. In this world of active collaboration, staying on top of your files can feel like a never-ending task. Well, not anymore. The new catch-up feature on OneDrive will give you a daily digest that helps you quickly glance at summaries of new files that have been shared with you, changes that have been made to files you've shared with others, a summarized look at new comments, a prioritized list of documents at upcoming meetings, and a whole lot more. Copilot intelligently organizes these updates based on context and relevance. So if you have an upcoming meeting where a document will be a key part of the discussion, you'll see that at top. And Copilot can help you with follow-up questions, suggested actions on these updates, and give you the flexibility to do a deeper dive. This is a small sample of what we mean when we say we want to transform the way you work with files. We're incredibly excited about this journey, and we can't wait to share more new features with you over the upcoming months. Back to you, Jeff.
My colleagues just walked us through a ton of exciting new additions to OneDrive, and I hope you're as excited as I am to try them out. And you can do that today. To try out the new OneDrive, go to OneDrive.com and log in with your business credentials. And when you do, you'll see, first, how the new experience enables you to find and organize all the content that's important to you, no matter where it is. Second, you'll see how collaboration is central to the experience with features like our updated sharing experience, and in the future, you'll see how it is supercharged with great new features like Open an App and offline capabilities. And third, if you're an admin, you'll see how OneDrive gives you even more control when it comes to intentional or unintentional oversharing of files in your organization and makes governance much easier. And finally, while it's a little bit further off, we can't wait to bring you Microsoft 365 Copilot in OneDrive. And with it, you'll be far more effective when it comes to staying organized and up to date with all the knowledge and information that's important to you in your organization. If you want to learn more about what we covered today, you can download and share our Quick Start Guide to help introduce OneDrive to others in your organization. And to stay on top of the latest features and release dates, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, where you'll be pointed to all sorts of great resources. Also, remember to join us in November at our annual conference, Microsoft Ignite. There we'll be sharing the latest OneDrive experiences, as well as some exciting new SharePoint content platform innovations. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for your support, comments, and insights on OneDrive through the years. Stay tuned next for a live Q&A with members of the OneDrive product team.